Hi folks, it's John Munjum, the garden guy here. Finally, after a period of some nasty rainstorms and me kind of stretching my back out a little bit too much, finally decided to put up the second half of my garden tour. And this time, instead of putting up a bunch of smaller videos, I'll try to do one big video this time, so bear with me as I walk from garden to garden. That part might not be too interesting, but starting out first is what we call the triangle garden. It's the garden that's in between our stairwell and our retaining wall, and for the longest time we really couldn't get anything growing in here because of such poor soil, but finally worked out a good combination of plants to go in here, and they've really flourished. You see there's a hosta, and that big mass of green right up there, that's a native plant called the yellow root. The Asiatic lilies are starting to bloom. Those are always fantastic. All those white flowers there are lamb's ears. Those are all in bloom right now. We've got a big miscanthus grass right there, and right up against the railing is a native sunflower. Alrighty. I'm not going to show you these gardens over there because they're just small, really small foundation gardens with just a couple of yews and some rhododendrons, nothing too exciting, so I'll bear you the boredom of that one. Next up, we're going to go down to the rock garden. It's kind of a half rock garden, half alpine garden type of thing. It's still kind of in progress because I haven't really fully planted it yet. And bear the messiness, I do have some weeding to do in here. But this garden is the newest of my gardens. It's probably only, I think this is its third year. Yeah, that's what I think it is. Obviously we placed it here because as you can see, it is literally, I don't know, what is that, like 2 feet to the road? So it's kind of in that stretch of land that people often call hell strips, except obviously we don't have a sidewalk squeezing it in between, but it's pretty crappy soil. Very dry, very nutrient poor. Gets a lot of abuse during the winter. And I'm still trying to work out which plants will thrive in here and which will not. Excuse the noise, the traffic is going by, but yeah, this one's still pretty much a test garden. I have lost some plants already, but other ones have done quite well, like one of my favorites here. This is a donkey tails, and you can see it right there. It looks like it belongs in a desert, not in Massachusetts, but it's surviving, and it's spreading itself too. I don't know if you can see that one right over there, but that's one of its seedlings. Also, we have things like a prickly pear cactus. This is a cold hardy prickly pear cactus native to Oklahoma and surrounding states. And surprisingly, they survived this winter around here, even though they look like they do belong in a desert. Hope to get some of those, more of those pretty soon. But other than that, you know, we have some sensitive ferns, some sedum, but my favorite part of this garden is every stone that you're looking at, from the biggest boulder right there down to this little pebble dry stream bed. I hand laid every single one of these stones, and let me tell you, it took a very long time. It was a pretty big pain in the butt, but as you can see, it provided quite a stunning display, if I say so myself. Again, it's not as good looking as it normally is. I do need to do some weeding. That's the only bad part about this garden, is that it's slightly hard to weed. Because every time you yank something out, it dislodges a rock, and you kind of have to put the rock back. And the weed grass kind of just jumps right into this bed without any problem. As you can see, right outside the garden, there's a whole huge patch of it, so it just runs right into it. But anyways, on to the next garden. Got some Classica and Patience in this whiskey barrel. We love whiskey barrels. They're one of the best outside containers you can have. The set of them that we had before this one reached 25 years of age before finally falling apart, and we needed to replace them. So I definitely for longevity and aesthetic values, I definitely suggest you get some of these. Alrighty. This here is our circle garden. As you can see, it's dominated by this very beautiful Japanese maple. We actually got lucky with this one. We picked it up at Home Depot a long time ago for $40. It was on sale. And not exactly looking happy. But as you can see, it's really blossomed with age. This is the Bloodgood variety, and I highly suggest this variety as well if you like the all year round red coloration as I do. It's just very stunning, especially when the irises there in the background are blooming. The purple and the red go beautiful together. And as you can see, the Shasta daisies are starting to open up, so it'll be soon white and red. And then of course we have another one of my favorites, Indian pink, a native plant. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. And right aside of it, right here, is our side garden right here. Dominated by this rather large and sturdy spruce tree. We've got all sorts of stuff in here, but this is one of our oldest gardens here, and it's kind of finally showing its age. Really needs to be rejuvenated, but that's one of the many things on my list. So you have some hostas in there, and then we go over here, and this side has pretty much been dominated by some more yellow root. But yellow root's one of my favorite plants because it will take any soil, any light conditions that you throw at it, and just grow so lush and bountiful. And of course we have this big old sunflower sitting there. We placed it there so it would grow up over our office window, so nobody's peeking in there at night or anything like that. And later on this summer it'll prove to be a very beautiful show. We got some native grasses over here too, but that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this tour. I certainly enjoyed giving it to you. Sorry about the little gap in between, but you know, things happen. Yeah, my next videos will definitely be getting into more instructional how to sorts of videos. So for anyone out there watching these and thinking, oh well, this is kind of boring, just watching him talk about his own gardens, then please hold on. I promise you my next ones will be more informative. And for anybody who's watched any of these videos so far, thank you. It means a lot to me, and it would mean a lot to me if you would like this video. Maybe even subscribe someday. That'd be awesome. And please let your friends know. If you or any of your friends, family members, loved ones have any questions or anything that you might want to know, even if it's just something silly, please feel free to contact me on my channel page or by email, Facebook or Twitter. I'll have those contacts up on the page for this video. So thanks, and have a great July 4th weekend.